Hello world, this is ComputerHeat, and just felt like doing a couple of solo casts. So, well, actually I wanted to do casts with casters, but I can't find Kilrathi Soldier. I think he's off on one of his spirit quests again. So anyway, got some games that I pulled off of COH2.org, and I think I may have a replay or two that was sent in to me. This is a game between stevebud and Miragefla. stevebud I showed game of his before. I can't remember who it was against, except it was really, really good. And Miragefla is, I believe he also does some casts, and he's supposed to be a really good player. I've never seen him play before, so I'm really looking forward to watching this, and I'm going to tab over and make sure that everything is looking good for the Twitch stream. Let's see. Yeah, microphone is on, unlike the last stream that I did. And yeah, everything looks perfect. Awesome. So we got some early wire going down from stevebud, who has already picked the commander. He's gone for Rifle Company, and we can see that he's called in. Or no, I always get confused by this with Rifle Company, that as soon as you select it, Elite Rifleman training goes on cooldown. So I thought that he had used that already, but he has not. And Miragefla is playing as Wehrmacht, and I'd like to see that. Miragefla is quickly connecting his munitions, which is important when you're playing as Wehrmacht. Get the up early. And a bit of spreading out from stevebud, so he looks like he's trying to take the left and the right side simultaneously and focusing on some territory points rather than trying to go for quick munitions or something like that. Grenadiers jump up in the house, and they can't quite see Miragefla's rear echelon squads. And looks like we got the first squad of elite riflemen or veteran riflemen from stevebud. Quick use of volley fire, but I think that, it does actually look like it might work. This is going to be a pretty close fight, but the riflemen are going to come bail out this rear echelon dude who might get killed on retreat by these grenadiers. Center of the map is getting captured as well, and looks like we're going to have, I can't tell what that is, probably, yeah, a grenadier about to bump into a rifle squad. So playing as the US against Wehrmacht can be a pretty well, you get a strong advantage in the early game because riflemen are so much better than just the individual squads alone from Wehrmacht. So Wehrmacht kind of has to play rather conservatively, play in one area, keep his teams together, which ends up can give a pretty big resource advantage to the US player, and end up with early Shermans just rolling over your face. So we'll see what Miragefla does about that, because, well, both of these players are very good, so I think we can expect to see good counterplay from each of them. Grenadiers taking the territory down at the bottom. They're smartly sticking to the cover of this crater, and they are gonna get pushed off by these two squads of riflemen. If the riflemen, one squad of riflemen had remained at long range in no cover, then I think the grenadiers might have won eventually. But with the two squads there, Miragefla is definitely going to get pushed back to his side of the map. And so far, he's done nothing but make grenadiers. And I'm expecting, yeah, that we're going to see a really fast tier 2 from him. He's gotten flamethrowers, which are quite good against the US because they can't lay mines unless they go for well, one of the commanders that stevebud didn't pick. I think it's infantry company that gives you the terrible mines that nobody ever uses, and armor company lets you have demo charges. Oh, these pioneers are not going to last long in this fight. They do get the veteran riflemen out of the house, but their health is so low they're just going to have to retreat soon. So the tier 1 is complete, and these pioneers now are going to retreat on back to base, and they'll be able to build that provided they don't get killed right here. The fast tier 2 is really important against the USF because you often need to get that pack very, very quick to fight off a an M20 or a quick AA half-track. These riflemen will probably escape with their lives. And looks like both of them will make it back safely. Meanwhile, the fighting continues around the cutoff as the lieutenant comes in to chase away these grenadiers who are firing a grenade, but stevebud very nicely dodges that, jumps out of cover, gets immediately back into it, and now his lieutenant is going to continue pushing these low health grenadiers back even farther. Here a squad in the house over here that looks like the veteran rifleman. A grenade goes out on the lieutenant, gets one casualty, and I don't think that Miragefla should be spending his munitions like this, firing these rifle grenades, which are not getting him any benefit. He needs to get healing up, and he's going to want to get, well, he's building himself a scout car right now, and he's going to want to get the up gun on that for it to be useful. stevebud's making an AA half-track, and if Miragefla is careful with his 222, well, if he upgrades to the 222, gets the autocannon on there, then he could conceivably kill the AA half-track, though it will be challenging. The lieutenant is about to be forced away. It's a good thing he didn't stick around any longer with that flamethrower nearby, so he escapes with just the one guy left, and I believe, yeah. Yes, stevebud is getting himself his ambulance right now. Usually see US players get their first light vehicle and then build the ambulance, and that's exactly what he's doing. 221's found itself a perfect target. Just rear echelon squads that it can bully. Ooh, that's a interesting looking skin on the scout car. So Miragefla hasn't picked a commander yet. He's got encirclement, which I don't really know much about. I don't expect to see that used. Jaeger armor, which could be quite good on this map, and Festung armor, which is always a nice one to have in your back pocket if you're getting pushed around really badly. First pack is out shortly after the first LMG appears on the Grenadier squad, and no healing yet for Miragefla, but he's got a good munitions income. He's got both munitions sectors right now, actually, which is going to be a huge benefit for him. But he's going to want to get that healing bunker up. And whoa, look at all these flamethrowers from stevebud. I'm really surprised to see flamethrowers on this map with really long lines of sights. Seems like not necessarily the best pick unless you're going to try to have a just wall of flamethrowers rushing your opponent. Great on a map like Samoski, where there are lots of buildings and lots of close-range combat around green cover. Oh boy, this 221 really needs to get around to the front of the scout car. There it goes. It's now trying to block the AA half-track, and wow, really nice block from the scout car. Let the pack get in its 2 shots to get the kill there, and it looks like the scout car may even escape with its life, so that's a really nice play by Miragefla. Great use of the scout car. Blocking can be a little inconsistent. There's a bug that sometimes causes vehicles to just phase through each other harmlessly, which removes, well, can make blocking just straight up not work, as your tank will drive right through the opponent's tank or vice versa. And yeah, that's really disappointing because blocking is such a cool trick to be able to use effectively. To disrupt the pathing, or like we saw right there, cause the AA half-track to not be able to escape out from under the pack's fire, go into a capping circle. Alright, there you go. And the medics are upgrading, and the wounded grenadiers are standing around waiting for their friends to come fix them up. And we have a commander pick. Looks like we're gonna have it. Oh, let's see if I can remember the name. Festung support. Damn it, Festung armor. Okay, Festung support must be the one with the howitzer. Okay. I'm surprised, but not terribly disappointed, actually, to see that Miragefla hasn't upgraded the autocannon on the scout car. If he's going to primarily use it for harassing these squads from long range, he doesn't really need it. We have a new AA half-track in production from stevebud. I'm a little surprised to see that. I guess he just really wants it as part of his army. It must be part of his strategy, but I thought that he would maybe start going for things out of his major tier. But since he does have the easy 8s available to him later on, that may be what he decides to hold out for instead. Just go hard investment into lieutenant tech, maybe get himself a captain, skip major altogether, and rely on easy 8s. New squad of elite riflemen are out, as the Vet 2 rifle squad is forced away by the Flamer Pioneers, so they are proving to be quite a good investment. Something I've noted in other casts is once the buildings start to smoke like this, you can just they'll only take 1 or 2 more shots before they well, 1 or 2 more flame bursts or flame weapon attacks before they go down. AA half-track is backing into the fight and chasing away the Grenadiers. Where is the pack? Pack's moving over to the center, and it looks like the scout car is getting healed up on the left. You can see the decal, the Make War Not Love decal on the side of this AA half-track. I'm really hoping that Relic does a lot with those decals, because I think they could be a fun addition. I'd really like to have some Sunday Night Fights decals, or like a COH2.org decal. COH2.org's got a perfect logo to fit right on there. I don't know if there's anything similar on the scout car. I don't see it. Looks like a no. So, Miragefla has been kind of camping up the left side of the map. I don't want to say he's camping, because he doesn't really have a whole lot of pushing power at this point. Now he's upgrading his Grenadiers, so they're becoming stronger, but what he really needs to do is just not lose squads early on in the game. Oh no, there goes the 222. Honestly, it lasted longer than I thought it would. But when you're playing as Wehrmacht against the against USF, you're kind of often down. You just sort of consider yourself down 1 or 2 units throughout the early game, especially because you need to build your tier 1 to be able to get out Grenadiers and the other infantry from there. So that's an early investment that the US player doesn't have to make. And, well, primarily that. Let's see what Miragefla does, if he can dispatch this AA half-track as quickly as he got rid of the last one. Panzerfaust is fired, there it goes, the packs are moving up into position, the 2 packs are ready. The first shot misses from the first pack, the second pack is moving up, and looks like it will have line of sight. Oh my god, 3 misses in a row, are you kidding me? I mean, I guess there's this slight ridge right here. I'm not going to adjust the camera angle to show that off. Rear echelon squad has to retreat through this fire, could go down to the Grenadiers, but it looks like they're going to try to pursue. Keep vision onto this AA gun so the pack can get up and get a good shot. Some kind of artillery. Looks like the white phosphorus artillery is coming in, but there's not really anything to finish off these packs. Rifleman squads are coming in for a deep flank, and if they just push straight up, they'll be able to chase off this Grenadier squad and the other Grenadier squad. Oh, there's 2 more squads up there. Oh no! Oh, Vet 3 riflemen have a flamethrower, and now they've got a light machine gun also. That's a really nasty combination. stevebud may want to just call it quits there, complete the larceny, and head on back home. You know, since he killed the squad first, I think it actually technically counts as a robbery and not larceny. Love those particle effects. Oh, rifles, or the Grenadier squad's gonna be lucky to escape with its life. It does make it out of there, and Miragefla has just finished upgrading another LMG, but jumps right into this house. That's strange. Grenade on the... Oh! Nice. Not really a particularly great grenade, but I said nice grenade because I like the way it caused that dude to just explode. So, stevebud has lost a whole lot of fuel without getting a lot of benefit from it. He lost both of his AA half-tracks, and now Miragefla has managed to hold on to his territory long enough. He's able to get himself a P4, and stevebud can't really do crap about it except throw rifle grenades at this P4. He's a long way off from being able to get an easy 8. I don't think he's getting a captain or a major, but let's check that. Nope. So this P4 is going to have a large window of opportunity, so hopefully Miragefla will recognize that and be really, really aggressive with it. P4's kind of risky against US because they go down so easily to Jackson's, and this is a great map for Jackson's because of the long lines of sight. But if he continues to use it conservatively the way that he's been doing, he ought to be able to bully stevebud back over towards his cutoff and maybe set up over there. P4's upgrading its top-mounted machine gun, and we'll see if there are any rifle grenades going off. Yeah, here comes an anti-tank grenade from this one rifle squad. What? It didn't fire. I don't know if he canceled that or if it bugged out or what. Okay, here comes another one. And there's the damaged engine on the P4. These rifles are going to be forced off, and the Pioneers are coming out of the base. They're not up to full mans, but they should be able to fix that damaged engine quite quickly. I didn't actually mean to turn that on, but okay. Whoa, there is a major. That's surprising. What the hell did that major get purchased? What? Okay, anyway. Missed that somehow, despite looking at stevebud's headquarters buildings. So, the major is out, and this is difficult because with 2 packs around, it's not like the a Jackson would have free reign. Stevebud would be able to. He needs some kind of serious anti-tank. The Jackson would be nice. Sherman could work. It's kind of a shame that he doesn't have any AT guns available to him at all. If he is able to steal a pack, that would be really, really good for him. But right now, I'd say he's definitively on the back foot. He's got enough fuel to be able to afford himself some units. If he hadn't gotten that major, he could have had himself an easy 8 already, and be on his way to getting the second easy 8. Another nice AT grenade puts a damaged engine on the P4. It's going to keep it on Miragefla's side of the hedgerow and prevent pushing. So you can see the stevebud came over here and decapped this territory, cutting off Miragefla from all of his resource sectors. But the Panzer Grenadiers are taking that back under control, and the resources are flowing back for Miragefla. Jackson is in production, and I wonder if we're going to see any Panzer Shreks on these Panzer Grenadiers once they get enough, once Miragefla gets himself enough munitions. Of course, if he keeps firing these ineffective rifle grenades, he's not going to ever get to that point. Oh, I'm yawning, excuse me. And we'll just pop open the tactical map. Oh god, looks like something's about to happen. I want to tab out to Twitch chat and see if anybody's watching. Hello, viewers. People are watching. What a surprise. Jackson finally completes. That takes so long for units to build. Whoa. I guess that's the yeah, the major's calling in a recon flight. So weird. Smoke didn't look green at all. It kind of actually blended in with the soil, and we have a nice late machine gun from Miragefla. I see this a lot by good Wehrmacht players against USF. That they hold off on getting any kind of they hold off on getting machine guns in particular until the mid or late game, when you've got stronger units that can more quickly cut down the suppressed riflemen. So we'll see how effective this turns out to be. Honestly, I don't think it's such a bad idea early on. As Wehrmacht, you really need that capping power, and you need the fighting power, which the MG42 kind of struggles early on against lots of riflemen if they're all moving around, not as a, not blobbed up, but if they're all close to each other and can split up. One squad coming around to flank. Ooh, big hit on the P4 from the Jackson, and P4's got to back away. We've got incendiary artillery coming in. Well, white phosphorus artillery, and that could do a lot of damage to these squads. Chases away the grenadiers. They're taking lots and lots of damage, though they can't actually die from that. The machine gun is also chased away. And man, that looks so cool. You can see the new skin on stevebud's Jackson. Roman ite domum. That's I think that's a Life of Brian reference. A lot of people were like kind of pissed off about these new skins, but I don't know. I like them. I like all the skins. And I think, honestly, cosmetic items are a nice bit of DLC to get as a reward. I didn't really want new commanders. I know a lot of people did. And you get some of the good old commanders that weren't available to purchase. Alright, back to the game. What? What? A late sniper from Miragefla. This is actually a really interesting choice. He's probably going to regret it once he sees the M8A1 come out. Jackson is really terrible against infantry, so unlike the Sherman, which can just easily obliterate the sniper as soon as it appears. I keep hearing rifle grenades getting fired. Can just obliterate the sniper instantly. This is going to be able to safely plink away from the back, although it does need to actually get out of the base before it can do that. Looks like Miragefla is just trying to play conservatively until he's able to get up onto the map with all of his army. Oh, rifles with flamers doing terrible damage on those grenadiers, and the did see a flamethrower pop on one of the other rifleman squads. So Miragefla has invested a lot into these. What keeps going off here? Oh, they're rifleman flares. That's what it is. Okay, use the same sound effect. It's quite confusing. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Poor sniper. The moment it leaves the base, it gets blown up by a grenade. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, big hit. I think from the M8A1 kills two grenadiers and a member of the pack. Very nice. This M8A1. I think that Miragefla needs to get his vehicles up and start pushing on that. I'm curious. You know, rather than building a sniper, I think he would have been better off building one or two fuel caches. He's having difficulty holding onto the sector. He just killed a rear echelon squad. I don't know if he noticed that he did that, as it looked like neither player was really paying attention to that fight. But he could put down some S-mines on that territory and protect it from harassment, maybe deal a little bit of damage. We'll see if he does that. I think a fuel cache down here would have been a better investment than that sniper. Just to help him continue to pump out these tanks, and maybe if the game goes really long, he could tech up to tier 4. And this is a game on Langrskaya, so you can usually expect that it will go the distance. It's P4. I thought we were going to see it do some nice house crushing, but looks like maybe not. Grenade went off down on the left. Looks like it killed a grenadier squad. As I see, there's only 2 remaining for Miragefla, but I might have missed one going down before. And Vet 3 rifles with the with the light machine gun. That's a frightening sight. I guess I'm not sure if he's able to buy this upgrade again. Seems like he should be able to, and if he can't, it's probably a bug. Panzer Grenadiers proving to be rather useless this match. They've gotten 5 kills and have had to be reinforced a couple of times. Oh, that nice use of smoke grenades from stevebud. That's always fun to see. I feel like the smoke grenades are strong and not used enough. So this sniper's actually managed to do something this match. He's gotten 1 kill. And if he can finish off this rifle squad with the light machine gun, then he'll have earned his keep. He's not earned his keep. Packs are trying to get into a good defensive position. They're getting shot at, however, by the M8A1, and the sniper really is at risk of getting killed by that. Oh, never mind. M8A1 is destroyed. stevebud's got a plenty of fuel bank, so he can get himself another one if he wants. And we've got a P4 command tank out from Miragefla. And since he's been playing very defensively, I think he's going to get a lot of use out of that. And it should help extend the life of his P4 quite a bit against the Jackson, provided he's fighting in his own territory. Oh, there's a hit from the Jackson on there. But yeah, the command tank, I think it gives, you only get 80% received damage. Oh, God, but he's not going to be able to just sit around getting shot at by those all game. Panzer Grenadiers trying to get some work done. But, not totally sure why he got those. Once again, what else do we have going on over here from, okay, so we did have some S-mines go down on the fuel point. The lieutenant managed to get up there. Looks like he took a couple of casualties on the approach and might actually get killed here by the command tank. Probably will, in fact. As Easy 8 comes up to help him out. stevebud, nice to see that he rebuilt his rear echelon squads. He rebuilt them a while ago, shortly after losing the first one. So they've got their minesweepers up, and they're going to go take that Cifertory. Oh, God. Command tank looks like it's going to be short-lived. The packs are nowhere to be found. Oh wait, one of the packs is there to be found. It's using target weak point on there, so that's going to stun lock this Easy 8, and the P4 ought to be able to finish it off. The Easy 8 goes out of control, takes out a Grenadier with it on retreat, and two Panzer Grenadiers on retreat? What? Did I say that? As it goes out of control. Jackson retreats all the way back to base. And Miragefla making nice use of the target weak point ability. That thing is quite strong right now, and Panzer Grenadiers are getting tasked to recap the fuel point up at the top of the map. And Miragefla's got enough almost to get himself another P4. Which is probably what he'll do. Although I think holding out to get himself a Panther might not be the worst choice in the world. That said, he does kind of need to push a bit more in the middle. He's way down on VP. stevebud's got 462. Once again, nice smoke grenade. It's going to let his infantry push up. Machine gun's forced to retreat. And the packs are going to have to back away as well. I don't see... Yeah, it looks like the sniper retreated. The sniper's been so useless. I really... You know, building the first one was not a bad idea. Rebuilding it, though... We'll see. I want the sniper to work. I know that... It's kind of an unpopular unit these days. I think it's a ton of fun to use, but I totally understand why nobody likes it. Oh, nasty rifle grenade. And it looks like stevebud gave the retreat order once he heard the distinctive sound of that thing firing. Miragefla looks like he's saving up to get himself another tank. Just needs a little bit more manpower to be able to call himself in another P4. And I don't think we're going to be seeing another command tank. Though I could be... Oh! Oh, my favorite bug! The crew shock on an infantry squad. So, see some action about to pop off the top of the map. Jackson is pulled back. And I think that is the Panzer Grenadiers up at the very top. Yes, it is, and I think it chased away the rear echelon squads. Okay, so the sniper's gotten 11 kills. I'm pleased to eat my words. It's actually getting some work done, and Miragefla is building himself some more Panzer Grenadiers. I'm not really sure why. He's invested so much in infantry throughout this game. 2 snipers, that's 720 manpower right there. 2 sets of Panzer Grenadiers, and this one Vet 2 squad, which is retreating right now, has had to be reinforced a couple of times. Lots and lots and lots of manpower going in there, and he does have pretty good control of his fuel, so... I'm surprised to not see more vehicles. I mean, he had that other command tank, which didn't last a whole long time. I'd like to see, yeah, another vehicle out from him. Oh, okay, that must be why they got the stun icon on them. You have the use of the incendiary explosive round, which can be quite useful. Sometimes it's total crap, other times it's really good, and I don't remember it always being 45 munitions, but for a while it was only 15. But good for killing whole Soviet sniper teams in one shot. More smoke grenades going out. Loving all this smoke from stevebud. Great for closing in on these machine guns, and for it's also quite good for disabling German tanks if you can catch them in the smoke, and then just have your anti-tank guns or Jacksons fire through the smoke using attack ground. But it slows down the tanks. I don't know if it cuts their speed in half or if it just gives them like -1 or -2 speed. Not that I have any idea what those values actually mean. Be nice to see stevebud get his vehicle crew out of his Jackson and have them repair. The new Easy 8 is out. Looks like stevebud is maybe having a little bit of trouble saving up the manpower to get that. And what do we have going on from Miragefla? Nothing yet, it looks like. Okay, so he's taking up the tier 4. That's good to see. So he'll be able to finish checking tier 4, tier 4, tier 4. Oh, I think the pack just killed the lieutenant. Finish checking tier 4. Build that, and before too long he should be able to get himself a Panther, and that will really help in fighting this American armor. Oh, nice stun there. I think that just set off the just detonated the flamethrower on those riflemen. Man, the sniper. Okay, sniper's getting work done. He's got 19 kills, using stun again and again, which well, I don't know how much it's contributed to these fights, but it certainly is fun to look at. Use it on shock troops sometimes, but ooh, big hit from Jackson onto the P4. P4 is forced to back away. The smoke grenade goes out to cover the machine gun, and the pack is trying to finish the Jackson. Another pack in the background. These team weapons from Miragefla need to keep backing away. Pack gets cleared. Sniper quickly retreats. That's good to see. The sniper is such a squishy unit. And the machine gun keeps moving around, repositioning. Very good play. Hello, Methodo666. I am also pleased that there is a shoutcast. Man, I got a lot of good looking replays to cast. I was writing to Kilrathi Soldier yesterday to ask him if he would come join me, but he's off doing something else, I guess. I'm also going to be away for a couple of days, so I figured it's sort of now or never to get some out the door. And stevebud is now repairing his vehicles. And Jackson almost done. The Major's been tasked to go to try to lower the center of VP. I would kind of like to see... Okay, now the Major's up to Vet 2, so he should be able to use his fake barrage. And he's been using quite a few of the incendiary barrages. He could probably get away with using a couple fake barrages from the Major. And we do have the Panzer Shreks on the Panzer Grenadiers. I'm surprised to see them on the Bet 0 squad instead of the Bet 2 squad, but to each their own, I suppose. Miragefla is about to recap his fuel at the top. It looks like T4 has not been built yet, though. Of course, it has been teched. And let's keep watching the sniper. Now there's lots of nice yellow bits of cover all over the map from all the pack fire and tank fire, giving the sniper lots of places that he can go cloak, so he can pretty much run around everywhere on the center of the map. And once again, nice use of stun. Run around all over the map and remain hidden almost the whole time. Oh, this P-Gren needs to get the hell out of there, and the sniper needs to pull back as well. Probably get insta-killed by the Vet 3 riflemen with their light machine gun. They lay down on their bellies and get suppressed, and I hear a smoke grenade going out, lands right in front of the machine gun, so that should pack up and move to a new position to get a good angle. And the pack remains decrewed. Miragefla does need to save up quite a bit of manpower, but I was going to say he needs to save up manpower to get his Panther, but his Panther is in construction right now. Miragefla in control of the center VP and his own VP. And stevebud, who had been doing so well, is sort of failing to keep the pressure ratcheted up in the way that he needed to. So we've got a hold down being used on this P4. So the P4 is now a hold down, so it's got the extended range. I believe it shoots faster also. Let's see what else. Yeah. Defensive abilities, damage increased. I don't remember exactly what bonuses that provides, but I'm pretty sure it gets increased rate of fire and extra range, and maybe it gets a received damage buff. But yeah, I'm not totally sure. If anybody knows, please write that in chat. Wow, the whole map is turning red. stevebud is suffering quite badly right now, and this may turn into an unwinnable situation for him soon. He's going to be able to get himself another tank soon, so he can either get himself another Easy 8 or another Jackson. But man, a hold down Panther, that's going to be able to shoot almost into, probably almost all the way up to the cutoff. That's just a guess. If the sniper just sits up here with hold fire on the way that he's doing, he's going to provide the line of sight. Let's see how far Miragefla can see. Wow. You can see all the way up to the base. Take some shots rather safely. It looks like stevebud is going to try to make a big flanking attack. You see his tank set up on the left, infantry's coming in from the right, but Miragefla is well aware of that. He shouldn't know. Okay, now he'll know about the tanks up at the top. And stevebud would probably prefer to wait until he can afford to get himself another Easy 8 and have that come in as well. Pack doesn't know where it wants to go, and the sniper is just slowly whittling down these squads as stevebud tries to keep vision on. He's got white phosphorus available to him as well, although that's not going to do a whole lot against these tanks. Actually, maybe it does. I think it does do. It doesn't do damage, but I think it makes them shoot slower or something like that. Whoa. Oh, rifle squad goes down, and looks like that was the upgraded Major recon flight going overhead. stevebud doesn't like what he sees, and he throws in the towel. No GG. What a bummer. That was a GG. I enjoyed watching that game. That's a nice play by Miragefla. It's a really unusual stuff from him. But, well, unusual in the sense that it's not strictly to the meta. But we didn't get to see the hold down command tank, which I felt promised that at the beginning of the match. Anyway, I think I've got at least one more cast in me, so we'll cut to music quickly, and we'll be back in just a few minutes with another replay, or possibly a live game. We'll see. Boop-a-doop-doo. And